Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Marion. We're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so this morning we're going to start with the water and weather, and after we'll move on to some news going on around the world for outdoor enthusiasts, hikers, bikers, whatever going on out there. Anyways, Mary's going to start with the weather and water.
All right, thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Right now in Blairsville, it's 60 degrees and we have fog. Today we're going to have a high of 80. It's going to be partly cloudy. And then tonight, 54, partly cloudy. Winds will be light and variable. On Blood Mountain today, 72 degrees and sunny. So if you're climbing up on Blood today, you should have a great view. Winds will be 5 miles per hour. And then tonight, 56 degrees, partly cloudy, 5 miles per hour. Water's good on the trail for the most part. Remember to top off at Hawk Mountain Shelter, Slaughter Creek, and Neal Gap. Neal Gap to Hog Pen Gap is dry. If you can top off before Slaughter to get up over Blood, that's probably a good idea. Slaughter does dry up pretty quick. It had a trickle last time we were informed of water. Snakes, it's summertime. Let's watch for snakes when they stretch themselves across the trail. Rocks, logs, anything. There is a copperhead nest up on Cow Rock, which is 5 miles north of Neal Gap. They are in that group of boulders up there, and rattlesnakes have been seen up there also. All right, some good news for the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. US 441 Newfound Gap Road on the Tennessee side that was closed between Sugarlands and Newfound Gap is open, ready for people to roll on through. That reopened yesterday afternoon. And then the Bears up there, all shelters and trails are open. Closed camps are 18, 23, and 57. And warnings is campsite 82. So a little less bear activity going on. Let's always remember, though, to leave no trace. If we brought it in, let's bring it out. Let's properly store our food and garbage, and then take out whatever we brought in with us. Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now. Got some other little things to talk about.
Sweet. All right, guys. All right, let's see what we have going on today. It is 9/13/2025, and it's 6:07 a.m. here in North Georgia, Blairsville, Georgia, actually at Mount 31 of the Appalachian Trail. All right, guys, so good morning, and let's start with a rescue in Colorado. So Colorado Springs, Colorado. Thursday night, the Colorado Springs Police Department said a high-angle rescue was underway in western Colorado Springs. Firefighters said high-angle rescue teams were at the High Drive near Bear Creek Road and Lower Gold Camp Road at 7:39 p.m. for the rescue operation. CSFD said crews set up a high line to move the individual across the canyon and to safety. At 8:35 p.m., firefighters said the person was brought down from the mountain and taken to a hospital with minor injuries. Thank the Lord that worked out well.
And it was pretty quick, too.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah,
dude, right?
Good.
Yeah, definitely, dude. They're working hard, man.
That's right.
They're fast moving, it looks like, right? All right, so rescue in Michigan, Isle Royale. So an MH-60 Seahawk was sent from Traverse City on September 9th to help a 63-year-old man with a lower body injury. The MH-60 crew transported the man to the Marquette Sawyer Regional Airport, where emergency crews were waiting. No further information. And so that's what we have here for right now, guys, for news. I wanted to, hold on one second here. So what do we have going on yesterday?
Oh, let's see. Jordan was working up at the Gap.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did some work around here for business. I didn't see anybody for shuttles yesterday. I did do a couple of phone calls of hikers inquiring about upcoming shuttles, and we just got some behind the scenes work done.
Sweet, man, sweet. And so, yeah, it was a slow day. Jordan got back yesterday morning, then went straight to work after his Atlanta run.
Oh, that's right, yes.
And then this morning, Mary's going to be heading to Asheville, correct?
That's right. I'm heading up to Asheville Airport. Going to get a rider out to
Deep Gap?
Deep Gap.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's a usual.
He's
so.
a usual, yeah.
And then Jordan's going to be up at the Gap working. So he's working some extra days this week because I believe there is someone that is maybe on a vacay or hiking or something, man. So he's taking their place and doing some extra days up there. But let's start here, man. So there was a snake bite that happened the other day that we were talking about. and it happened in Alabama. So, an avid hiker, Tyler Roach, tells News 19 that he's at home recovering from a nightmare of a hike. Last Thursday, Roach was bitten by a venomous snake while in Bankhead National Forest. So, when News 19 spoke to him about the ordeal, Roach said the first reaction from his friends and family was, "Really, it happened again?" That's because this isn't the first time he's been bitten by a venomous snake. Roach said the first bite happened back in 2020 and was less severe. He told News 19 that when this bite happened, he was hiking the Big Tree Loop in Bankhead National Forest with his dad. It felt like thorns had hit the back of my leg, he said, at which point I turned around and saw a fairly large snake pulling off of my calf and scurrying into the grass. He said the bite happened around 1:20 p.m., but he didn't make it out of the woods until almost midnight. Roach said right after he was bitten, he was calm, saying, "I've been through this before." He said due to the lack of cell phone signal in the forest, his father and him decided to start hiking back. By about 3 p.m., he was able to SOS mode on his iPhone and get a message out to emergency officials. However, that's when his condition started to worsen. We eventually hit a point where he could no longer walk. Roach said his dad continued on without him on hopes on tracking down help. He said eventually he could hear a helicopter circling overhead, but he had grown weak by that point. The sun was going down, and at that point I was unable to move on the ground and was vomiting profusely, Roach said. I was getting cold laying next to the log in the woods, and there was a point where I didn't think I was ever going to leave that spot. Roach said his dad eventually met up with the first responders on trail and brought them to where he was. By the time they arrived, he was coming in and out of consciousness. EMTs gave him some initial treatment and then started the grueling journey of getting him back to the trailhead where he could be picked up by a medical helicopter. Roach said at about 11 p.m. he was out of the woods. "I could not be more thankful for the response we had," he said. According to the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office, more than 20 agencies assisted on helping this dude. Roach spent more than 4 days at Huntsville Hospital getting treatment. While he's back at home now, he's still dealing with soreness and mobility issues. Very limited movement in my left ankle, no vertical movement at all, and the side to side is pretty rough, Roach said. "I can't hardly move the leg in the mornings." He said he will be getting some physical therapy over the next few weeks and won't be resting up. As an avid hiker, he said he's eager to get back on the trails. "I will definitely be wearing bite prevention gear," he said. "Also, just being a little more alert to my surroundings." So, that's scary, man. We've had numerous bites this year. We actually spoke about this one last week, man. And so I guess he was vomiting. From the other article we read, he was vomiting, was in and out of consciousness, was really sick. And of course, wherever the snake bite happens, your leg swells. Now, he should have probably have sat down where he was and not moved and had his dad go for help. And, when he got some signal, he could signal it in, even drop a pin on where he's at. Also, an inReach would have been so helpful, man.
Right.
He did have the SOS feature on his iPhone, and from what I'm reading here, it didn't work immediately. It took a minute. So I think it takes a minute for the satellite.
I guess it doesn't have an automatic go. It takes a while to send or something. And if you're up under tree cover too, this is what I'm hearing from the hikers that do have it. You have to kind of like do this to get an opening, and I'm sure as time progresses they'll have it more up to date.
Sure.
But I think an inReach.
inReach is the way to go,
Definitely.
man. And so I was actually looking online at them on Liberty Mountain, and they have a bunch of different styles, man. Like they have the map GPS with the inReach SOS features, and they got all kinds of stuff out there today, man. But definitely, if this dude would have had an inReach, he could have sat down and pressed the SOS and possibly had a quicker response. But I'm just happy that he got out of the woods, man, alive, dude. And definitely, this is snake season, man. And so, it's getting towards the end of it, but snakes are out everywhere, man, especially laying across the trail in sunny spots, man. So please, guys, be aware of your surroundings. A lot of people wear headphones and shit, man. You can't hear a timber rattling. Just be aware, man. You know what I mean, dude?
That's right.
But I'm glad he got out of the woods, man. Super good. He's back home now and getting better, which is just it's great to hear. All right, and so let's see. I think that's about it for right now, man. There isn't a lot going on. Well, there is. There's people out here and stuff, man.
Definitely.
But it doesn't feel really pressed busy, but we're busy.
It's
We're steady. Yeah. And I heard up at the store, man, there's people rolling through and stuff, man. So, and we've put multiple people on trail this week.
Yeah.
So, or in the last whatever, man, we just
Last
been
couple
putting.
of days,
Yeah,
too.
just we do more long distance stuff than we do short stuff. So, just because that's just how it ends up, man. And you know, people, if we do like a long distance, like a Dix to Springer, usually people, if they don't make it, they call us back, and we end up picking them up and getting them back to their car.
Yep.
So, but anyways,
People need while they're out there.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
right, dude.
Call us, and if we can do it, we do it.
that's right, man. All right, and so that's what we have going on down here right now, man. If anything else pops up, we'll give you a heads up on what's happening. Otherwise than that, man, if anyone needs anything at all, give us a jingle, man. One love, peace, thank you.